The topic we have today actually is about how to say only. And there are a lot of ways in Korean that you can say only. We're going to be talking about all of the common ones today. First of all is man. There are better ways to say only, but this is the most standard way. As such, it can sometimes sound a little bit, well, slightly formal, although it's not formal and it's not a natural way in some situations. It will sound a bit unnatural. Let's say I only eat apples and nothing else. So I only eat apples. 저는 사과만. So here we have the noun, 사과, apple, and 만, only apples. As for me, only apples, 먹어요. Notice how the 만 replaces the object marker. You can add the object marker back in if you really want to. 사과만을 먹어요. But it's not necessary. It's fine to always make this replace whatever marker was there originally. What if we were to swap this? So instead of saying 저는, let's say 저만. Only me. 저만 사과를 먹어요. Now we have a slightly different sentence. Only I eat apples. As in, nobody else eats apples. I am the only one who eats apples. Instead of just eating apples and nothing else, which would be a very poor diet, now you're the only one in the world who's allowed to eat apples. Okay, I sometimes give you weird sentences to help you understand the grammar. Whatever noun you put it on will be what it is only. So pay attention to what noun it's on. If you want to say, I only eat apples, don't think I only eat. So I only, that should be 저만. No, now what you're saying is only you, no one else. So pay attention to where you put the 만. Let's say I speak Korean well. 저는 한국어를 잘해요. Literally, I, Korean language, do it well. What if you wanted to say, only I speak Korean well? Only I. 저만 한국어를 잘해요. Or, 저는 한국어만 잘해요. I speak well only Korean. My English is terrible. Only the Korean language do I speak well. This one is noun plus pakke. Not pakke, pakke. Literally, pak means outside. Outside of has one more usage to mean only. Or another way you can think of it as is other than. So literally this means outside of that noun, besides that noun. Now, how could besides possibly mean only? This is only used together with negative verbs. It means something like this. Outside of apples, I don't eat. Other than apples, I don't eat. I only eat apples because besides apples or other than apples, so we have an apple, outside of apples, I don't eat. And it has to be used with a negative verb because pakke by itself just means other than. So 한국 밖에 안 좋아해요. I only like Korea. Outside of Korea, I don't like anything else. Besides Korea, I don't like it. Let's do I only know that person. 저는 그 사람을 알아요. Just means I know that person. Now, we want to say I only know that person. Well, what can we do? We can use what we learned before. 저는 그 사람만 알아요. And we'll talk about how this is different. I know only that person. It makes sense, right? More naturally is pakke. So we can make the same meaning, but a little more natural sounding by using pakke. 사람 밖에. Now we have to use a negative verb, remember? So we have 알아요 is to know. So we need the negative form, 몰라요. 저는 그 사람밖에 몰라요. As for me, other than that person, I don't know. He's the only or she's the only person who I know. What's the difference between using 만 and using 밖에? 저는 사과만 먹어요. 저는 사과밖에 안 먹어요. I only eat apples. I only eat apples. Using 밖에 adds one extra meaning to the sentence. When you use 밖에, it adds the meaning of something being lacking or something being insufficient. Kind of like almost you're complaining about something. So when you say 저는 사과만 먹어요, you're just saying I only eat apples. It's very flat. There's no extra meaning to it, no extra connotation to it. When you say 저는 사과밖에 안 먹어요, you're saying all I eat is apples. And it's kind of insufficient. I kind of think it's not enough. I should maybe eat other things. I'm complaining a little bit. That's the difference between using pakke and using 만. It adds the meaning of something being lacking, something being insufficient. It doesn't have to be necessarily you're going, I only eat apples. But it's kind of a little bit like you're talking about it slightly negatively. If you say 그 사람 밖에 몰라요, what you're saying is all I know is that guy. I sure wish I knew more people. Or I only know that one person. It's not enough. I should know, or I expected to know more people. Whereas if you say 그 사람만 알아요, I only know that person, you're not saying it's lacking. You're just saying that's just the fact. I only know that one person. It's not that you always have to use pakke. Often though, pakke will be the one that sounds more natural. Know that when you use pakke, you're also giving your sentence this kind of meaning. One more thing about pakke. There are two situations when you cannot use pakke to mean only. The first one is making a command. You can't tell someone to do this. 이거 밖에 하세요. Even if you try to say, oh, well, it needs to be a negative verb, Billy. 이거 밖에 하지 마세요. You cannot tell someone to do something or not do something only by using pakke. So if you wanted to say, give me only $5. 불 is dollar, 주세요. You could not say, 5불 밖에 주세요. It would make zero sense. Outside of $5, give me besides $5. It makes no sense. In addition, you cannot use it for any sort of, this is called a conditional, but any sort of if statement. Like if you were to say 이거 밖에 하면, it also sounds wrong with conditionals. This is another thing related to pakke, is that you might see it with some grammar forms. 수 밖에 없다. Normally you can say something 수 없다 just to say you cannot do it. 할 수 없어요. Literally this means I cannot do it. Well, if you use it with this form, 수 밖에 없다, it has an opposite meaning. It does not mean you cannot do it. This means you cannot outside of that, which is a strange way of saying you cannot do anything but, or you can only do, or can't help but. 할 수밖에 없어요. It doesn't mean I can't do it. It means I cannot but do it. I cannot help but do it. So just be aware that it doesn't mean only here. ppun is actually a very large form, but how it's used is you take a noun, you optionally attach the verb 이다 in the future tense adjective form, which becomes 일. Optionally, and we'll tell you about when you can and can't use it because it's different whether you use it or you don't. And then you attach ppun and you finish the sentence by conjugating 이다 to be. So that could be 이에요, 이야, or just 이다, depending on how you're conjugating the sentence. You can also use this form with verbs to mean only. You take a verb stem, you attach 을 if it ends in a consonant, or 릴 if it ends in a vowel, just like usual, and then you attach ppun-이다 just like before. These are actually similar forms. Whether you use it with a verb stem, like this, for example, 하다 would become 할, 먹다 would become 먹을. If you're using it directly with a noun, it's basically like you're using it with 이다, to be, which would become 일. It's the exact same usage whether the verb is going to be 이다 or the verb is something else. This form means only, but it's slightly different than man and ppun. ppun is like saying it's just, as in 그냥. 그냥 doesn't mean only. 그냥 is more like, all it is for downplaying something. This is kind of similar. It can be used for downplaying something. But 그냥 is informal. You would never use it when speaking formally to your boss or something like that. However, ppun is not formal, but it's not informal. It's not casual. It's just normal. So this is like saying it's just, or like saying 그냥, or all it is, or you might think of it as meaning it's only, but it means it's only in that sense, as in it's just like, all it is, kind of like you're downplaying it. Or you can think of it like this, only and nothing more. It's only something and nothing more. Like it's only an apple and nothing more, or it's only a car. So you're kind of downplaying it. You're kind of saying like, hey, don't worry about that. It's just a car. 내가, so 내가 원하는 것이, what it is that I want is, 내가 원하는 것이 그것뿐이야. So what it is that I want is only that. The only thing that I want is that. Or all I want is that. Or what I want is just that. So you're kind of saying like 내가 원하는 것이 그냥 그거야. It's just that. That's all I want. Of course, this ending is casual, but the form itself isn't casual. What if you were to say something like this? 내가 원하는 것이. Now, there are two options. So we have 너뿐이야 or 너일 뿐이야. I'm going to tell you one of these is right and the other one's wrong. When you use 일, it adds a meaning to your sentence that is slightly negative. It adds the meaning of you're like complaining about something. You're saying nothing more than, or like it's just like that's all it is. So if you were to stress to say that it's nothing more than something, like all it is, like, then you would use 일. If all you want to say is it's only, that's it. It's just only this. Then do not use it. So if you say this to a girl you like or a guy you like, 내가 원하는 것이 너뿐이야, 너일 뿐이야. You don't want to say nothing more than you. Like all it is you. It's just you. That's not what you want to say to a girl or a guy. You want to say 너뿐이야. It's only you. You're not being negative about it. This negative feeling attaches directly to the noun. Apply directly to the noun. This only goes directly to the noun, this feeling of negativity. So you don't want to use it if you're talking about a person. But let's do another example. 그것은, that thing is 돈의 낭비, means waste of money. Now we have option A, 일뿐이에요, and B, 뿐이에요. One of these is correct and the other one sounds wrong. It would be wrong to say 그것은 돈의 낭비뿐이에요. You're complaining. You're saying it's a waste of money. So you need to add in this negative connotation to match the rest of your sentence. You're saying that it's bad. You're being negative about it. Which one would be showing that you're being negative? Only A. For example, if you were to say 그것은 돈의 낭비뿐이에요, all you're saying is that is only a waste of money. Like you're telling someone it's a waste of money. You want to tell them only, all it is, it's just a waste of money. So you use 뿐이에요 for something that's not any sort of negative connotation, and 일뿐이에요 for when you want to talk down about it. You're being negative about it. You're saying that's all it is. It's nothing more than a waste of money. This next form has the same conjugation rules, but different use. Noun plus optionally 일뿐만 아니라. Or verb stem, just like before, ppun-man 아니라. What you're saying is it's not, but I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a formal, kind of like bookish sounding, fancy way of saying, oh, it is not that, but blah, 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 blah. ppun-man. So this is a combination of ppun and man from before, only. So now we have only. So what this means is, 아니라 means it's not, but. This means it's not only, but, and then you finish the sentence and explain what it is. This is a very useful, bookish sounding, polite, fancy sounding, but it's okay to use it with your friends. Good grammar form. So let's do an example of this. 그것뿐만 아니라, it's not only that, but 이것도 그래요. This is also 그래요. This is also so. This also is so. Is that way or something like that. Not only that, but this too. So notice I didn't use 일뿐만 아니라 because we're not saying it's only this thing. It's not only this thing. We're just saying it is not only this thing. So there is no negativity toward 그거, toward that. Now let me give you a actual real sentence. 이 음식은, this food, so 맛이 좋다 literally means flavor is good, or you might say tastes good or has a good flavor. 뿐만 아니라 이 음식은, so this food 맛이 좋을 뿐만 아니라 it's not only delicious, it's not only good tasting. So this food is not only good tasting, but 건강에 또 also 좋아요. So if you say something is 건강에 좋다, it literally means to be good for, literally to be good for health. It's not only that this food is delicious, that it's not only that this food has a good flavor, but 건강에도 to health also 좋아요. It's also healthy. It's also good for your health, literally. So this food is not only good, but it's also healthy. It's also good for your health. This food not only tastes good, but it's also good for your health. 유일하다. It means literally you is to exist, as in there is, same as 있다. So this is a bit of a 한자 lesson. 있다, you is 있다, 일 is one. So to exist, only one. To be the only one. And it is used like a descriptive verb. It can become 유일한 plus noun or 유일하게 as an adverb. So you would add this to a verb. And if you were to say 유일한 noun, it means the only noun. For example, you are my only friend. If you wanted to say he's my only friend, what you're really saying is he is the only one that exists. So if you want to say that someone or something is the only one, as in there is only one of them, you have to use 유일하다. Let's take a look at an example. 철수 is my 유일한 친구예요. 철수가 제 유일한 친구예요. 철수 is my only friend in existence. So if you were to say, I only have one friend and he is 철수, it's my only friend. 유일하게 is an adverb. 제가 유일하게 착하다 just means to be nice, be friendly, to be kind. 제가 유일하게 착한 사람이에요 means just that. So I am the only one who is nice. So I am the only nice person. So there are more ways to say only, and we'll go over each one. This one means simply, 단지. Simply is used as an adverb. The feeling of this one is like saying simply, like it's just nothing more complex than. So you could say, so it's often used for explanation. 단지 운이 좋을 뿐이에요. So this uses the 뿐 again here. So 운이 좋다. 운 means luck. So luck is good. To be lucky. It's nothing more complex. The explanation is simple. Simply 운이 좋을 뿐이에요. So it's only simply that he or she is lucky. And it's just luck. You'd use it toward the beginning of a sentence or right before a phrase that you're going to say. The next one looks similar. It's 단 plus a noun. 단 means single or only, and it's an adjective. This one adds emphasis to the word only. So if you want to say it's only, a really common place that you'll see this used is before numbers. 단 하나밖에 없어요. So normally 하나밖에 없어요. So there's only one. Now this adds 단. There's only nothing but, nothing outside of, nothing more than one. 다만. 다만 is like saying merely. This is specifically used at the beginning of a sentence. So it's kind of like saying it's only dun 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 at the start of your sentence. It's kind of like saying I'm going to explain. It's merely, it's just only. And another thing is this one is used in combination with a reason. 저도 그 영화를 보러 가고 싶어요. 저도 그 영화, that movie, 보러 가고 싶어요. I want to go to see that movie. So 다만, so now we have a new sentence. So it's just that, you see, 저는 오늘 시간이 없어서 못 가겠네요. We have the first sentence. 저도 그 영화를 보러 가고 싶어요. I want to go see that movie too. 다만, it's just that, you see, merely, it's only, 저는 오늘, today, 시간이 없어서, because I don't have any time, can't 가겠네요. I'm not going to be able to go today because I don't have any time. I want to see that movie too. It's just only I don't have any time today, so I can't go. The next one we have is definitely an advanced one. 오직 is also used at the beginning of a sentence. This one kind of means like solely, also can mean only, like that's the only one. So you'll use this in a similar way as you might use 유일하게, however, at the beginning of a sentence. Also, it's used together in sentences that already use 만 or 뿐 or, pakke. And it's used in this way to emphasize that meaning of solely. It's used to emphasize the meaning of there being only one of something. So let's do an example of that. So solely, 철수만, only 철수, 할 수 있는 거예요. 철수 can do it. So that is something, 있는 거예요. It's something that only, solely 철수 can do and nobody else. So this adds emphasis to the meaning of there being only one. The only person who can do that is solely 철수. 철수 is solely the only person who can do that. Only, as in there is nothing else, is the only one, kind of like that. You could also just say 철수만이 할 수 있는 거예요. It's something that only 철수 can do. But adding 오직 gives the meaning of it's something solely, without anyone else, solely that 철수 can do. 야 되다, have to. But that's not the literal meaning of this form.
Let's do something fun.
해야 돼요. 야. This ending means only if. Literally only doing the verb. Or you can think of it just meaning only if you do the verb. So only if you do the verb. 되다. One of the meanings of 되다 is something is okay. Like you might say, hey, that's okay. Like, can I do that? Is it okay? This is how you ask permission. 해도 돼요? Can I do it? Is it okay if I do it? 가도 돼요? Can I go? This is the same type of form. Here, 되다 means only if you do that verb will it be okay. Therefore, you have to do it. Only by doing that verb will it be okay. This 야 ending can also be used in other cases because it means only if. So first, before we finish the sentence, 청소를 먼저 해야. Only if first you do cleaning. Only if you first do cleaning. If we ignore this, you can also look at this. 청소를 해야. Only if you do cleaning. Something else will happen. 같이 공원으로 갈 수 있어. Can you go to the park together with us? You can only go to the park together with us only if you first clean. Only doing cleaning first can you go to the park with us. There are other forms that use this ya that you might see. And if you know that it means only if, you might be able to understand it, even if you don't know that grammar form. Let's see. Let's do the final dab. Thanks guys for coming. See you later.